Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Please be open you. First, let me introduce myself. I am Nurul Ashikin binti Jamaluddin. In this talk, I will read four more my friends, which is Nik Nur Quratul Ain binti Nik Abdullah, then Nur Zafira binti Muhammad Zulkifli, Nur Atika Jamaluddin, and Siti Zulaiha Faisal. This assignment was supervised by Madam Rabiatul Adawiyah Kamaruddin. Let me start by giving you some background introduction. The ICT is made of computer and communication technology. The computer technology is the tool for storing and processing information and in digital form, while communication technology helps us to transfer and disseminate digital information. The library is an important component of any educational institution or college or university, which is the hub of the teaching, learning and research activities where students, researchers, and teachers can explore the vast resources of information. System librarian is also changed via ICT. Libraries and system librarian are making changes today, not only in outlook but also in function, service, methods and development, processing and dissemination of information. Nowadays, libraries make extensive use modern media and technology. Thus, ICT in library management have a big role in helping librarians to keep updated with new era. Next, turning our attention now to Nur Zafira binti Muhammad Zulkifli.
Next, a library management system if carefully developed for easy management of any type of library. It's actually a virtual version of a real library, and it's a ICT in web-based system where you can manage book or different categories, manage member of different types, and manage issue return of book easily. Issuing a book to a member is just a matter of a click. There are configuration for day to keep a book and also managing file system. The next slide is about the use of ICT in library management. First is library security. The technology has a great contribution in the security of library through computer. After having been civilized various technological process, it can provide great security for the reading materials of the library. This security arrangement is provided by applying RFID technique. Second is digital library. The base of digital library is computer and computer network because the reading materials cannot be processed in the digital materials without the computer, and even no published book can be modified to digital form. In digital libraries, the entire reading materials like PDF, HTML, audio, videos, and service also depend on computer and network. And the third is catalog. There has always been awareness among librarians that without catalog and classification, the goal of making materials and information resource available would have been difficult. The advent and use of ICT has made it possible for remote libraries to access the huge database of big libraries in developed countries for the purpose of adopting or adapting their bibliographic data. And the last is online public access catalog, OPAC. ICT has been revolutionized the practice of catalog in the library. Using OPAC, user can see the holdings of the library's collection, and it reduces the cost of maintaining a library catalog. OPAC is the easiest way to get the information of collection, weekly new arrivals, and other recent addition to the libraries.
So proceed to this slide. I will talk about ICT in various fields of library management. Firstly, it is serial department. Under the serial department, there are serial check-in and check-out claiming and also voting list, which is the describe and list how many material in the library that they have. Next, we go to circulation. Circulation means the activities around the lending library books and other material to users. Under the circulation, we have reservation and also the interlibrary loan. Thirdly is management. Under the management, there are accounting, mailing, and report, which is the activity or daily updates from the library to the users and others. And last is information services. There are bibliographic listing, library instruction, and also public access to others.
Thank you Arshia, Zafira and Wakil Ain. Assalamualaikum and a very good evening. I read to my lecturer, Madam Rabi'atul Adamiyah Kamarul Zaman, and to my fellow friends. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Nur Atika binti Jamaluddin and I am from Group 1 and I had like to present to you about the example of users ICT in library management. They are divided into two parts. The first example from library collection are online database, e-book, institutional repository, live data, local content hub, e-journal, public repository, open access, article indexing, exam paper, khazanah Melayu, archive, update data, and lastly, e-gallery. Understand that also used in library service such as OPED, My Knowledge Management, UIT and Library mobile apps, information accuracy class, Google Scholar, live chat with librarian, online library orientation, research consultation, research guide, membership, renewal, interlibrary loan, vendor portal, dekan portal, open and educational resources, book delivery service, accelerate research for Australia, basis open online course, virtual and augmented reality, library guide, corpus, accounting research institute, and lastly, donation. For your information, or if you notice, this example can be found on the official website of UIT Library, NUS, and UIT student or lecturer. You can freely access it using your internet access. In the library, there are advantages of using ICT. Firstly, ICT makes it simple, quick, cheap, and more reliable to function in libraries. It makes it easier for library staff to do all library duties well and does not feel exhausted in a day's library management. In addition to saving money in the funding of employee, causing they have used ICT in the library's everyday management. Next, as information processing in computerized system is made easier, it helps to handle overload data. It is often used as the best place to store data and does not miss if you manually store data. In addition, if you need the data at any time in a short period of time, you can quickly find saved information. Last but not least, via network system, long-distance access is allowed. Besides that, the issue of the COVID-19 pandemic is faced by our country and all over the world so that it can help students access variety of information via the official library portal. Hence, students from the rural areas are able to access information through the official portal of the library to get more detailed information about what they are studying. In advance, the usage of the computer can save room and reduce the usage of paper. Furthermore, the use of paper can be minimized and helping to reduce deforestation of paper processing. The flora and fauna in the real life will also can be preserved in order to develop a better environment. Furthermore, the uses of ICT of ID can save room for storing any data make the library space more spacious and convenient for users to use.
I'd like to continue with the next slide, which is disadvantage usage of ICT in library management. So we must realize that there are disadvantages of using technology in library management. Okay, I actually wondering the digitalization violates the copyright law as the thought of content of author can be freely transferred by the other organization or even irresponsible people without the author's acknowledgement. So this is because it is hard to take action to those people that steal the ideas. Okay, moving to the next disadvantage, which is the speed of the access become decreased. So have more alert as more and more computer connected to the internet to search for information. To extend this case, for example, that I can give, maybe in university or any event, when too much access of device using the same website in the same time, this will cause the website or the device become slow in function, or maybe some of the people cannot access the website. Let's jump into the third point, which is the technology or this ICT in library management is costly to access. Okay, for example, that I can insert here is if we upgrade all the system or website to manage the library, the access will be expensive to maintain the good services. Other than that, as we know, most of the document or maybe some information to educate are so expensive in the online. So maybe at this point, people out there will take advantage to put the price as high as they want, or maybe they tend to force the reader to do monthly subscription as their passive income. So, however, we must understand that knowledge or information can be exchanged with money. The last disadvantage, this technology is hard to handle. So I would like to just give an example that we all know that the bigger the files, the longer the time to upload in the website or in the internet. When uploading too much files in one time, this will cause many crashes, such as the website cannot be reloaded and need to be uploaded more time to success in uploading. The conclusion of our topic, we must accept that the fact that our country is leading to the era of modern. So in this context, modern means all the system, all the technology are digitalized. So we must realize that this type of system have to keep improve and update from time to time. Other than that, we must prepare the organization and the specialists in this field have to master in their job and the research to avoid any problem in the future. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you for listening.